guys, I'm Geeky Gaia. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be on another Yashahime theories video, so without further delay, let's get into it. In episode 21, we got Toga, Kirimaru, and Zero dealing with a small fragment from the Grim Comet 500 years into the past. Now, in my last theory video, I did mention how I kind of thought that Kirimaru was gazing up at the stars because of his love for Midoriko, but I kind of wish I went with my other theory at the time, but I kind of trashed that one because I thought it wasn't going to be true, which it actually turned out to be true. My other theory was basically that Kirimaru and Toga were best friends, and that is the reason why he was constantly looking up at the stars and thinking about the friend whom he lost. It made me start thinking as to why after so many years did the friendship fall apart. Kirimaru and Toga were recently in episode 21 dealing with the Grim Comet and kind of very seeming relaxed with each other. And then all of a sudden, years later, Kirimaru wants to battle him. So what happened? Basically, I think the whole reason for this is because of Izayoi. Because Kirimaru and Toga reign over demons as the Beast Kings of the East and the West, these jobs were very important to them. They are sort of the yin and yang of the beast demon culture, if you will. So what if one day Toga just didn't show up or didn't go and do his duties? In the preview for episode 23, we see Kirimaru with Sesshomaru's mother in Yukimi, and she's kind of got this vibe of like, honey badger don't care, while Kirimaru kind of has this like angry look. But why? I think this is the moment that Kirimaru finds out that Toga has taken a human bride and maybe even finds out that she is also pregnant. This infuriates Kirimaru. Just imagine the betrayal he must feel. How dare Toga choose a human over them? And maybe why suddenly he doesn't show up for his duties. I think this is basically how Sesshomaru feels in this moment right now. Toga just wants to settle down and live with his family. I think because Kirimaru suddenly gets mad at Toga for this, it prompts Zero to find out the truth, and she seeks out Toga and ultimately gets humiliated by him, possibly because she went after Izayoi. However, fast forward a few years after Toga's death, Kirimaru and Zeros both seem to still at least acknowledge their friend. It's like they're looking back on his life as if it's a tragedy, something that is a warning to them now. So thus, it kind of prompts them to go after trying to figure out how to stop this prophecy from coming true. So Kirimaru orders Sesshomaru to help him, and Riku basically uses Rin as leverage. Riku, we find out in episode 21, is basically described as a puppet, a doll, or an imitation. Immediately, I began to compare him to Naraku's incarnations, which I kind of did mention in my previous reaction video. However, unlike Kagura, Kana, or Byakuya, those guys basically were created with a free will. They were able to think on their own. But Riku kind of is like different. He's very empty. He doesn't have a free will. When we see an early version of Riku, he doesn't understand feelings from humans or demons alike. But some years later, he seems to have developed at least a concept of feelings, and he's still kind of learning. I think Kirimaru created Riku using the Shikon Jewel basically because he needed somebody he can trust. And who better than someone that's very similar to himself, but a mindless version of himself. Despite being powerful, having the 4 perils, and even using his sister to help him out, he needed something more. He needed a confidant, so he created Riku to do his bidding. But over the years, as Riku is exposed to the world, he basically starts to grow that free will and grow a character basically for himself. One day he leaves everyone, betraying them, as Totetsu has mentioned in episode 21, because he desires to have the rainbow pearls for Zero, thinking that's what's going to make her feel better. I highly doubt he understands what he's doing. I mean, he doesn't even know what love is, nor probably doesn't even realize what he is. I am hoping by the time he realizes what he's doing, that he may team up with the half-demon princesses and start living his own life his own way. We are 2 episodes away from season 1 coming to an end, and episode 23 looks just as good as episode 22 was. We are not only getting a fight between Riku, Zero, and the half-demon princesses, but it looks like we're going to be seeing Sesshomaru and Jokin in this episode, as well as Miyoga, and it seems like, from what I recently found out, Sesshomaru and Setsuna may be having an interaction in this episode. Rin may in fact even be released from the tree, but I kind of doubt. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe episode 24 that may happen, but again, this is just a theory. Who knows what is going to happen. My prediction for this episode is that Zero, Riku, and the 3 demon princesses are going to fight. During the battle, I think Towa and Setsuna may find out a little bit about their grandfather's history from Zero, maybe even get a little details about the prophecy itself. I think the girls may overpower Zero during this fight, but I think Riku is going to use the rainbow pearls, which I believe he might get all the pearls in this episode. Maybe in a fit of rage, Riku tries to go after the girls and Sesshomaru cuts him off. Zero and Riku flees, and Sesshomaru basically tells Towa and Setsuna about the blood blade, but knowing Sesshomaru and his typical character, I think that's all the information he's going to get them and leaves. Basically, this episode will end with all 3 girls having lost their rainbow pearls and having to fight another day. If my prediction for episode 23 is true, possibly then by episode 24 at the end of it, maybe one or all the girls receive the blood blade, and basically it encourages them to learn how to use their newly found blades or powers. Well guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you did enjoy my theories for Yashahime. If you guys did enjoy, like and subscribe for more geeky content, and comment down below what are your guys' theories for the upcoming episodes or maybe for past episodes. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget who loves you.